Now, I'm going to show you an unstoppable board. Unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. I'm going to teach you.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
And just like that, here is the deck. Now, to have up on our side, I'm going to be searching up a Dragon Link card like the Collapse Serpent, just to then go to the deck type page. On the deck type page, we'll see the ratios, how the deck's built. This is how the main deck looks like. This is how the extra deck looks like. Now, how you play this deck is you travel down a similar road every game. The main goal of the deck is essentially to use Rocket Tracer as a 1-card level 8 synchro. How do we do that? Well, we're going to very easily search a field spell, which could special summon it from the hand, but then we don't have it in the hand. How do we get this in the hand? So first, step 1, search the field spell, and I'll show you how. Step 2, find a way to get Rocket Tracer in your hand by searching for Dragon Ravine. So step 1, you search for the Boot Sector launch. Step 2, you search for the Dragon Ravine. Then step 3, you use Dragon Ravine to search for the Rocket Tracer. Then you activate the Boot Launcher to summon the Rocket Tracer for a level 8 synchro. What level 8 synchros do we have in this deck? The good ones is the Chaos Ruler, which can add a dark or light monster off the top of your deck to your hand within the top 5, milling the rest. Or you could make a Boral Load Savage Dragon. You all know what this does. You're going to target a Link monster in the graveyard, and then you are going to be able to negate anything. So let's accomplish that goal, the main goal, which is to get a Rocket Tracer in the hand with this hand. So let's do it. We want to summon a monster. We're going to get Max Seed. I'm going to negate. Now, the Dragon Maid's good because it searches for a Tidying. Tidying could help deal with back row. It could help deal with the card in the graveyard. The Eldritch have a skill drain. You have a Tidying to deal with it. Handle it. Now, this is how we're going to search the field spell. You are going to use a level 4 or lower dragon to summon a Striker Dragon to search the field spell that will summon Tracer from the hand that we don't have yet. Okay. That will also trigger the Nocto Vision. If you summon a Dark Dragon, special summon it, this will summon onto the field. What is its purpose? You just link with it to get a free draw. It's a free draw and a free monster on the field. Very good. So remember, the priority is to get the Boot Sector, but the core goal is to get the Rocket Tracer in the hand. So now we have a way to summon the Rocket Tracer, but I don't have a freaking Rocket Tracer in my hand. So let's get Rocket Tracer in the hand by doing a Link 2. Link 2 into Romulus. Romulus will search for the Dragon Ravine. The Dragon Ravine will give us the Rocket Tracer. How will it give us Rocket Tracer? The Ravine only sends a monster to the graveyard. Well, you'll see. That was the free draw. Got my free draw at the quick launch. We got the Ravine. Ravine must discard a card from the hand. Your goal is going to be to send from the deck to the grave an Abso-Router Dragon. Because when this is sent to the graveyard, it will search for your number 1 goal, which is the Rocket Tracer. Well, because we already had it in the hand, I did not have to send it from the deck to the grave. I could instead send it from the hand to the grave and then send another card. Why did I send the Wyvern Burster? Because I need a light monster in the grave to summon my Collapse Serpent. So, did that. Great. Activate. Now we have our main goal. Activate the field spell that will summon our main goal onto the fields. Summon the Collapse Serpent early. It's just a free summon. Why not? Summon the Rocket Tracer. Now, this road is the road everyone will travel with this deck. Whether you already have the field spells in your hand, no matter what, you are working towards summoning a Rocket Tracer. Everything else is just extensions of this core combo to search for the field spell, search for the Ravine, just to get the Rocket Tracer on the field. But there's a big problem with this core card of your deck, this Red Rocket. It says if you activate its effect to get a free level 8 synchro, You could only summon dark monsters for the rest of the turn. So this is your final freaking moment to summon a non-dark monster. There's a very good non-dark monster you want to consider to see if you're able to summon it before you activate your free level 8 synchro. And that is going to be either a Union Carrier, which you all know the Union Carrier cheese, right? You will be able to equip a Buster Dragon Destruction Sword under your Boral load to make it so your opponent can't use the extra deck. Even if they activate Forbidden Droplet, they still can't use the extra deck. Or your goal is going to be to summon the Heavenly Spheres. This card is nuts. It will deal with the skill drain, it will deal with anything, and it will summon a dragon from your deck while dealing with a face-up card. So those are two big considerations. So let's see what I summon here. I'm going for the Union Carrier. A lot of people are not playing this though. Some are. And what's great about the Collapse Serpent and the Wyver Burster is that if they are sent to the graveyard, they activate to search each other. So a big part of this deck to get the core combo of Striker Dragon into Romulus to search for the Tracer is using the Wyver Burster and the Collapse Serpent. So if you have a Chaos Sphere or you have a Star Liege Seifert, their core goals are going to be to search the Wyver Burster or the Collapse Serpent because it makes your core combo of searching the Tracer very easy. All right. Special summon. Now we can lock ourselves to dark monsters only from the extra deck. Pop a face-up card we control, taking out the field spell. We're going to summon a level 4 non-tuner. This level 4 non-tuner is quite nuts. It has other effects, but right now we're just going to synchro. Shokan into the Chaos Ruler. Holy moly, the top 5 cards are going to be revealed. They're all going to be milled. I'm chaining a Quick Launch because Quick Launch will quickly summon a rocket from the deck, and I don't want to mill all my rockets. Let's get a rocket on the field and before I accidentally mill it. Alrighty, top 5 cards. After summoning the rocket, Red Eyes Darkness Metal, the Ash Blossom. I could grab a light or dark from my deck to my hand. Now, Houston, we have a problem. I freaking revealed my Buster Destruction Sword. That means if I don't add it to the hand, it's going to go to the grave. And if it goes to the grave, the Union Carrier will not equip it from the grave. It will only equip it from the hand or the deck. And I need it equipped because when equipped, it's going to prevent the opponent from using the extra deck. So I have to add it. I'm pissed. What the hell? I have to add it. The rest of the cards go to the grave. Ooh, what is that? I am going to make a Quad Boral Dragon. Quad Boral, I had 2 choices here. I could use the level 1 and the level 8 to make the great Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, which negates a face-up card, quick effect from either player's turn. You could have done that. Or I am instead making the Quad Boral Dragon. The Quad Boral Dragon, its main goal is going to be to make the Boral Dragon. Quad Boral helps make the Boral Dragon because you'll discard a card to then summon 2 rockets from the graveyard to then make a play. I'm going to get Lincoln into the Striker Dragon. Now, mind you, a big play with this deck that I did not do in this replay, I think it was before I was really insanely mastered with this deck, is you want to summon the Striker Dragon on the right, and then you want to summon the Pisti on the left. That way we have a sandwich. The Striker aims to the left, and the Pisti aims to the right. Then the Pisti could summon any dragon that's in the graveyard or banished onto the field in the middle. And then the Striker can destroy the Pisti. Then the Pisti will activate, or I should say, yeah, you're going to add a card in the graveyard. The card you're going to add, please don't get confused here, okay? It's another combo. You're going to target the Rocket Recharger to add to the hand after destroying the Pisti. Then Rocket Recharger is going to discard and then summon any dragon from the grave, okay? So that was a play to summon any 2 dragons from the grave or one of them being banished. But it looks like I didn't do it in this replay. I'm adding a card to the hand right now because I have to discard to use this effect, and I can't discard the Dragon Buster. I can't. If I discard it, I lose the play. Popping itself to then summon 2 rockets. Shokan into a Borreload Savage Dragon. Borreload is going to have 2 negates, but only once per turn we can do it. Then we're going to equip the Borreload with the Buster Dragon Destruction Well. We're going to banish Light and Dark to resummon the Chaos Ruler, but it does not get its effect again. And now, you freaking win, right? This is impossible to break. I have the ability to quick effect return any card in the field back to the hand. I can negate any spell, trap, or monster effect with the Borreload, and they cannot use the extra deck. They can't use the extra deck. So BRB, I'll just let this play out, then we'll come back, okay? Almost Unbreakable. Almost. But forgive that replay. That is essentially how the deck works. Now, let me show you the Pisti replay. You want to see Pisti get piston? We're going to get piston right now. Let's go. Woo! You remember the goals. The goal is to get the Rocket Tracer in the hand. That's the #1 goal. You want the Rocket Tracer in the hand. And how are you going to do that? You're going to make the Striker Dragon and search for the field spell. But that's not the field spell that will add the Rocket Tracer. That will summon the Rocket Tracer. So we're instead going to summon the Romulus. The Romulus will search for the Ravine. The Ravine will search for the Rocket Tracer by dumping the Absu Router. And then we're going to use the launcher to launch the Rocket Tracer onto the field. And let's see what we can do from there. You just want to speed through this play to get to that, all right? This is all standard. You could memorize this. Just memorize searching both field spells, and then you will have to pause right there. Pause. Get ready for the pause. Ooh, I just drew a Chaos Sphere. We got the Dragon Ravine. Let's just go in through the motions. This is zero thought. We're not thinking at all. Now, it was actually a mini thought that I discarded the Tidying because Tidying is a monster reborn for the Maid. So that's going to be cool. I'm going to be able to use the Maid now for maybe some Synchro or Link summoning plays. Alrighty. And there you go. I got the Rocket Tracer. Now, it's worth noting that this could summon 2 rockets from the hand. So if I have more than 1 rocket, the play is even better. But the goal is to get the Rocket Tracer, and then you stop here. Full stop. Stop. Because I could only summon dark monsters from the extra deck if I activate the effect for a free level 8 Synchro. So I'm going to consider to play and summon the Hieratic Seal, which is a light monster. I ended up taking out Union Carrier after that replay against Cyber Dragon. Had nothing to do with that Cyber Dragon replay. It is an unstoppable combo. I'm going to Chaos Sphere. Because the Wyver Burster and the Collapsed Serpent are insane. The main use for the Chaos Sphere, Chaos Space, is to grab the Wyver Burster or the Collapsed Serpent. Those are the 2 goals because they're great for Link summoning with. They replace each other. They're great for synchroing. They're amazing. They're like core to the deck. So important. Heavenly Spheres. This is our last moment we could summon this. This will return a face-up card your opponent controls back to the hand and summon a dragon from the deck. Now, some mad lads with this card will play a dragon that will search your deck for Levineer. It's not that popular. This one, yeah. Brotor. Brotor, if summoned off the Heavenly Spheres, will search for a Levineer, which will pop 2 cards in the field. It's kind of spicy. I'm not playing it, though. And you see the Wyver Burster replacing itself. Summon, banish. Link off into the Striker Dragon. You want to make the second one, but you want to put it here. Put it here, okay? Because then we're going to make a Pisti. Collapse Serpent, searching for a Wyvern Burster. Even if I can't summon it, I could still discard it with the Ravine. If we are going to do that. We are going to do that. We're going to come forth and summon Pisti. Get pisted. Wait, we didn't need Ravine because I already had the Rocket Tracer. Right, we already did that. Okay, we already did that. So now with Pisti and Striker Dragon, you're able to summon anything, any dragon, any 2 dragons, and you'll see how. The Rocket Tracer is now going to activate, summoning the level 4 non-tuner. With the Chaos space, it's good for just an extra draw. Just get drawn. Return a banished card back in your extra. You should be returning the Striker Dragon back in the extra. But I didn't here. But you should. You should. Shokan into the Chaos Ruler. Look at the top 5 cards. You're going to add a light or dark among those 5 cards to your hand. So this is where if you play Effect Veiler instead of a card like Ash Blossom, I could have added Effect Veiler for another disruption. You could add a Nibiru to the hand. Nibiru, Effect Veiler, it's lit. So that effect was not so good. Pisti is going to summon anything from the graveyard. Anything. And then Striker Dragon's going to summon anything from the graveyard. Anything. Now, how do you do that? You have to destroy the Pisti, then add the Rocket Recharger if you don't already have one in your hand. Then the Rocket Recharger will discard and summon any dragon from the graveyard. Straight up. Boom. Any. Hello. Summon itself. I'm going to Shokan into a Masquerena. Masquerena, very good for summoning Unicorn during your opponent's turn to shuffle a card in the field back to the hand, or I say back in the deck. So we have 2 Disruptors right now. Double Disrupt. Shokan into Quad Boral Dragon. Remember what Quad Boral Dragon is for? It's for making Boral. Quad Boral makes Boral. Boral. We're going to have Boral, Masquerena, Heavenly Spheres. We got Tidying, Disrupt. Quad Boral, discard a card, pop itself, summon 2 rockets from the grave to make the Boral Dragon. Boral Load's going to negate anything. Get negated. And we could summon the Chaos Ruler from the graveyard by banishing Light and Dark. It's back on the field. Look at this. Return any face-up card plus summon a dragon from the deck. Shuffle any card on the field back in the deck. Negate anything. Return any card on the field or in graveyard back to the hand. So what you could do is you could activate Tidying onto your Hieratic Seal to return it back to the hand, but then Chainlink 2 tribute itself to return another card in the field back to the hand. That's a double return using the Tidying. Alrighty. I don't lose this replay, I promise. What the? I'm getting screwed here. Oh, Eldritch. Great. I think I win this. All right, what's he gonna add? What? You just added Imperial Order. Okay, all right. We got called by the... Oh, set 5, my favorite. I love set 5. I'm gonna use the Lava Golem to make the Nightmare Unicorn. I'm going to return a card in the field back to the hand. You know what I'm really afraid of here? I'm afraid of the popular Eldritch Trap. That is not an Eldritch Trap, but it's very popular. I'm going to type in Trap and then remove the Broda off the search. I'm very afraid of a Torrential Tribute because I'm going to look like a giant fool if I get Torrentialed. Big fool. So what we're hoping to do is we're hoping to abuse this fool because we know they all monkey flipping, all right? Monkey flip Eldritch. Let's see what's the best way to take advantage of a monkey flipper right now? Who's talking? Who's talking? Who's talking? Ready? This is it. If I summon, he'll Torrential. So I summon something that cannot be Torrential tributed. I go into the Access Code Talker. Access Code Talker, because he's a monkey flipper, he probably doesn't know he has to turn his toggle on, or he might not have any out to this. Now my Access Code Talker cannot be responded to on summon, and I could banish my links from the graveyard to get popping. How many banishes do I have for destruction? Let's see. I can banish a light, a dark, and a wind. I could pop 3. Pop 3. GG. Get out of here, you flipper. Got him. Got him. Got him. So I'm going to try not to pause. Special summoning a Dark Dragon that will trigger the Noctovision to summon to just use for linking for free. I'm going to make the Striker Dragon to search for the field spell that will summon the Rocket Tracer that I don't have in my hand yet. So I need to get the Rocket Tracer in my hand because that's the whole deck. It's a Rocket Tracer deck. It's all about this dude. It's all about it. Romulus using the Nocto Vision to draw a card. Very good. I don't want to accidentally draw my Ravine, but if you want to play around Ash, then you should block your Romulus. But otherwise, there's like a 0.01% chance to draw your Ravine, and then you lose the effect of your Romulus. Discarding Nibiru. I don't need Nibiru. You send the Absolute Router to search for a Rocket Tracer. I'm going to special summon the Collapsed Serpent. I'm going to link it off into a Striker Dragon because it's a free link. It's free. It's free. Search for a Wyvern Burster. Wyvern Burster is going to make a Pisti. Pisti and Sky Striker, I keep calling Sky Striker, Striker Dragon. It's 2 free summons. It's free. It's free. It replaces itself. It's free. The Collapsed Serpent's good for discarding if I want. Now I got the launcher. I could launch the Tracer out there. I'm going to summon a monster for free. Why not? It's free. It's free. I'm going to summon another monster for free. It's any 2 monsters for freaking free. Come forth and summon. Could have just kept it in the hand and then just summon on the field with the field spell. There you go. This is my last chance to summon a non-dark from the extra deck. Heavenly Spheres or Union Carrier. Rocket Tracer now restricting me to dark monsters only from the extra deck. Summoning a free monster from the deck. I'm going to summon the level 1. Because the level 1 with the Chaos Ruler can make the level 9, which you have not seen me do in the other replays. Look at the top 5 cards of the deck. What is good? Did I use up my normal summon? I have not. I have not used my normal summon yet. And you need to normal summon your Star Liege to use its effect. I'm going to grab the Absolute Router because it's a free special summon from the hand if you control a Rocket, which we do, the level 1 Rocket. I'm going to make a Masquerena, then summon the Chaos Ruler from the graveyard back in the fields. Oh, I thought I was going to make the level 9. I didn't. I'm going for Boral Load. I guess I don't like the level 9 as much. Quad Boral, make Boral. I thought incorrectly. Quad Boral, make Boral Load. Now you let me know, do you like the level 9 better than Boral Load? Boral Load negates anything. The level 9 negates a face-up card, so it can't negate hand traps. I think the Boral Load is just better, right? Chaos Ruler will be used with the Masquerena to make a Unicorn during the opponent's turn to return a card on the field back to the deck. We have Disrupt, Negate, and Disrupt. And you know what? I'm going to hit him with the Maxi in the draw phase because I don't care. I don't care. Bro, you didn't chain that to Maxi. Okay. Whoa. Negate, Shien, Smoke Signal? What? All right. That's fine. It's fine. This is fine. I'm not beating up on a bronze player, I promise. I think this dude is platinum. Chicken game, draw a card, let's go. All right, Gateway of the 6. Gaining tokens. Now, this is scary because this card is tier 0 at 3. It's limited to 1, right? Yeah, it's so good. So I know that he has the ability to add a 6 Samurai from the deck or graveyard to the hand. I'm waiting on the resolution of gaining the counters. Now I'm going to do something to it. It's got 4 counters. Let's do something. With my toggle on, I activate the Masquerena. And we're going to deal with it. Handle it. Goodbye. We still have a negate anything, and we still have a disrupt. Again, I don't know what the heck this thing does. So I said I wouldn't pause in this replay, but I don't know these cards. If this card's summoned, you could discard a card, then add a card from your deck to your hand that has an effect. You know what? I think I'm just going to negate, because I don't even know what the heck it does. Negate. Negate. All right. Searches gate. We already used gate, though. And he's still going. The mad lad's still going. I sold. I don't think so. I ain't buying what you're selling. I'm going to return you back into the hand. Goodbye. Get out of here. Just like that. That fool. Back to Fortnite. Here is my Dragon Link deck. Now, as I do with every deck, I build my decks a little bit different. Here's how you could build it based off the website. These are the top extra deck cards. These are the top main deck cards you could highlight to see the ratios even further of what they're being shown. 63% are not playing Union Carrier, but the ones that are playing it, you know, it's cool. You're going to play it with the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. And some people are also playing Buster Blader with their Dragon Link deck. That's another deck I'll be working on. But otherwise, this is a regular Dragon Link deck, and here it is. Mine differentiates from others because I'm playing 2 of the level 4 non-tuner. I love Nocto Dragon. I play 3 in my Dragon Maid deck. The Levineer is great because you could search it with the Chaos Space by dumping a light monster. You can also use the Star Liege to search for your Levineer. Rocket Quick Launch, everyone's using that. I think everything else is quite standard. And again, the deck is simple. It looks like a jumbled mess, but if you paid attention, your goal is to summon Striker Dragon. Search for the Sector Launch, which will launch the Rocket Tracer from your hand. If you don't have Rocket Tracer in your hand, you're going to then make a Romulus with your Striker Dragon and something else to search for Dragon Ravine. Dragon Ravine is going to dump the level 7 Abso Router, which will search for the Rocket Tracer. Then you use the Sector Launch to launch the Rocket Tracer onto the field. Then before that, you want to make a summon with the Hieratic Seal, because it's a non-dark. It's the last time you could summon non-darks. And then you use the Rocket Tracer, pop the field spell, summon the level 4 non-tuner or the level 1 tuner if you already have the non-tuner. And then you also want to follow up with the Striker Pisti Sandwich combo. Any 2 cards, you could do Pisti, you could do Striker. So what you could do is, before synchroing with the Rocket Tracer and your level 4 non-tuner, just turn them into Striker and Pisti, because you could resummon them onto the fields. So what you do is, instead of synchroing with Rocket Tracer and Recharger, you make Striker and Pisti, and then with Striker and Pisti, you just summon them back on the field, but now you have a free Striker Dragon on the field. It's free. It's free. And then you will generally want to make the Chaos Ruler, unless you want to make the Borreload Savage Dragon right then and there for a negate. And if you have the level 1 tuner with the Chaos Ruler, you can use the Chaos Ruler with the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend to make this. Otherwise, the Chaos Ruler is going to help summon your Masquerena, to summon Unicorn during your opponent's turn. And I think I pretty much talked about every card in this deck. The Nibiru is good because within the top 5 cards, you could add it to your hand with the effect of the Chaos Ruler. The Collapse Serpent and the Wyver Burster are the best cards in this deck to get the combo going, to help you get the Rocket Tracer in your hand, and you search for them by normal summoning the Star Leech, tributing and searching for the Collapse Serpent, or using the Chaos Space to discard a Light or Dark to search for the Wyver Burster or the Collapse Serpent, then just link off with them, or you could use them as level 4 non-tuners for your synchros. It's a very simple deck. It honestly is. Sometimes you'll be able to make a Sanaphon to prevent your opponent from summoning from the graveyard during their turn. I love it. I love this deck. You're going to love it too. I have 41,000 rare CP for some reason. Let's go. Fools!